station of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We gonna take it by storm?
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action upon your ideas. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 40. NASDAQ is up 96. S&P's off $1.50. Gold contract down $18, trading at $16.91 an ounce. You got silver off a penny, $15.10 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 63 cents, $23.93 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You got the 10-year right now trading down 10 ticks, 138.17. The 30-year off a point plus 19 ticks at 178.22. And King Dollar. King Dollar's up 378 ticks, trading 100.08. The euro is out here at 108. The yen is at 106, and the British pound is at 123 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got a sideways market out here, folks, with a contraction of volume in a big way. S&Ps, you get the SPYs up 21 cents. Bottom line, you get 50 million shares traded. We had yesterday at 9 million shares. We won't even do that. Bottom line, we'll see where this thing closes, but you have a lot less buyers than there are sellers out there. NDX 100, this is going to be the real subtle one, folks. The reason I'm saying that is that 220.04 is the number that you're going to be looking at coming into the close. We're at 220.22 right now. Yesterday, inside the NDX, which has been the strongest indice for a long period of time, we failed on price and volume yesterday. Yesterday, you got up to the price point of 220.14. You closed at 217.66, and you had a monster contraction of volume. We were going into the 43 million shares, folks. That's where it failed on price and volume. Yesterday we did 37. Right now you're at 29. So bottom line, I suspect we're going to do 37, 38. The real question is going to be, where do we close? Do we close over that 220.04? If you close over 220.04, that's saying you'd have higher price. You close underneath that, that's another failure in price, failure in volume. Gold contract out here, still building cause for higher price. What we have in the gold market, bottom line, this thing has been consolidating. We bring this back, consolidating since it broke topside on the 7th of April. Bottom line, you're at 1691 right now, and you're backing down right now with 190,000 contracts. You're going into 249. So 249, the low there was when it was testing the first breakout area, which is the 1666. We got down to 1676 last week. It rejected that lower price. Right now, we get down to 1683 today. Bottom line, gold's in an ABC structure on the way up, and that should bring gold somewhere up into the 1800s. Notes and bonds. This is the first day, folks, that we got movement on the way down. If we go into the TLT first, you'll see what I'm talking about. What you had out here Yesterday, you had a small gap down. Today, you get a larger gap down. The TLT is down $3.10. You got 11 million shares traded. You can see yesterday we did 7 million. And before that, you were doing 7, 8, 9 million for the past month. Okay, so this is the first time that we actually have movement inside of the debt market. I suspect what that's all about is that the Treasury came out, bottom line, yesterday talking about that they're going to be pushing out notes, bonds, 5s, 10s, 30s, to the tune of a 2.99 trillion. Yes, that's going to be the financing coming out right up until June, folks. Okay, you can see this 30-year. We did 230,000 contracts out here today. It's going after this little swing point out here of 177.14. We're at 178.15 right now. So bottom line, I expect as this refunding is happening, that big number there, folks, is the number that has been pushed out for the COVID-19. Right now it's 0.7%. In the 10-year, I expect we're going to see that thing start rising. I don't see anything exponential, but I definitely do see it rising. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar out here? King dollar right now trading up 380 ticks. You're at 100.08. King dollar's been in consolidation for quite some time. We take a look at King dollar. That you can bring that also back to the beginning of March. My take is that King dollar is building cause to try to get into this 96 area. That being said, what we just did out here today is this. We got back in the higher range once again. Anything over 99, 910 is the higher range inside the dollar index, okay? And if we go over and look at the culprit, it's going to be the euro. The euro, bottom line, down 36 ticks out here today. The euro just went from 110.18 to 108.03. And we'll see where this euro wants to go. The other side of that, if you happen to be inside the metals market, this is a real positive for the metals market. We've had Japan closed. They're on holiday the whole week. That being said, the yen has given it up in a big way. The yen just broke its consolidation about a week ago. We just went from 107 to 106.07. And what does happen is that when that yen wants stronger price, which the lower that it goes, the stronger it is, in relationship to the U.S. dollar. Right now, it's 100 yen dollars to one US dollar. The last low out here is 101 yen to one US dollar. If that's what we get, you are going to see this consolidation that we've been in. And many of the currencies, folks, as well as the note and bond market, as well as the metals market, okay? We've had a sideways move out here. That sideways move has been in place for about 45 days right now. And what I do expect we're going to see is that we're going to expect to see some of that moving. Some of the higher volume equities out here today. We got Norwegian Cruise Lines. That's the highest volume equity out here. That's up 9 cents. You get GE down 15. We got Occidental off 144. You get Pinterest down. They come out with numbers not that great, down $3. Beyond Meat, they come out with numbers, and that's up $24. Stay right there, folks. We got Fred Ernest coming up next, the CEO and president of Vista Gold. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 45. We got the Nasdaq up 94. S&P's flat. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Fred Ernest. Fred, folks, is the president and CEO of Vista Gold. Vista Gold is a well-funded gold developer. Their biggest project is in Australia. I do happen to own Vista Gold. Have been into it for quite some time. Fred Ernest, welcome back to TFNN.
Tom, it's good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, needless to say, we're in a different age now. Everyone's staying safe. A lot of volatility inside the market. So tell us what's been going on with Vista Gold and Mount Todd Gold Project in particular.
Well, Tom, things at Mount Todd continue to move forward. We've stated all along that our objectives are to efficiently optimize the project. We're to a point where we think we're a few months away from receiving our last major permit, which will be the mine operating permit, or as it's known there, the mine management plan, and that will be a tremendous milestone for us.
That's for sure, man. I mean, this is pretty exciting, right? I mean, Fred, can you give our audience an idea of like how long it takes to basically go through that type of process?
Well, yeah, we started the environmental permitting in 2011.
Okay.
We received the EIS in 2014, and then we were required to obtain a federal environmental permit, which we worked on from 2014 to 2018. And in 2018, we submitted the mine operating permit. And so, we've been at it 9 years.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
It's a lengthy process no matter where you're at, and there's a lot of boxes to check. And we're very excited to see light at the end of the tunnel.
And I suspect, this is where the business that you're in, you never know when you start where the price of gold is going to be, right? And we have a good price of gold, right? We're at 1691 right now. So how does this work in the correlation of where the price of gold is as to what your dirt or your ore you figure at this particular point is worth?
Well, this is a phenomenal gold price for us. We enjoy tremendous leverage to the price of gold. Our project, because of the way it's designed and the efficiency of the project, it's a great project at a $1,350 gold price and at nearly $1,700. It's exceptional. Just to kind of put it in perspective, the NPV of the project at $1,350 gold price is about $820 million. Today, it's about $1.6 billion. I mean, just the difference that $350 in gold price makes is exceptional for those who believe that the price of gold is going to go even higher.
Yeah, and what's so intriguing, of course, we saw the numbers come out in Newmont, and they just because of the gold price, their gross went up exponentially also. I mean, it's pretty amazing, I guess, because of the fact there's so many thousands of ounces of dirt and gold in these mines, right? That's why once you get to a certain point, I guess it goes up exponentially at some point.
Well, it does, and the other factor is that while we're seeing the gold price go up, we're not seeing our costs go up. In fact, energy costs are going down, diesel fuel and other costs, and so in reality, our margins are improving in this market, and with even constant gold production, with the improvement in prices, it makes a tremendous impact on the bottom line.
Yeah, no, that how about that oil price, right? Oh my God, I was bringing that up because that is something else. And hey, the bottom line is that even this morning they come out with the API numbers, but guess what? Oil started to back down again, which for all of us is a positive, that's for sure. How does it work, Fred? That you're in Australia, right? And currency-wise, how would that work once you get a partner and we go forward with the mine?
So right now, the foreign exchange rate is very important to us. The Aussie dollar is about 64 cents U.S. per Aussie dollar today, and that has a tremendous impact. Just for example, from 2018 to 2019, the Aussie dollar decreased in value 10 cents. And that added about $150 million to the NPV of our project at a $1,350 gold price. So you could essentially double that impact today. So the impact of foreign exchange is very important. This is a great time to be looking at mines in Australia. Australia is experiencing, in Australian dollar terms, record gold prices. The margins for Australian producers is better than it's ever been.
And folks, I'll put this up as Fred and I are talking, and it's pretty amazing, Fred, that when we take a look at this, and I do this quite a bit for the listeners, right? And what I'm doing is I'm taking the price of gold, in U.S. dollars, right? And then I'm putting it on basically a 15-year chart. And as you just said, I mean, I think it's hard for folks in the United States to understand that, we haven't broken the highs in our currency, but yet in, Aussie dollars, this has gone to 28.79, and that blew away the highs of 2011, which is that 1,827. So pretty impressive, man. I mean, big time, right?
Yeah, well, back then, the value of the Aussie dollar was very strong. We were in a commodity boom, and the Aussie dollar was trading at almost parity to the U.S. dollar.
Right.
Today, those who are producing gold in Australia have considerable economic advantages because of the foreign exchange difference. Right.
So now, when we started the slideshow, and this slideshow, folks, you can remember this program's archived. This will be out on YouTube also. The title, Mount Todd Gold Project Partner Ready. So talk to us about where you think this is going to go going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. When people look at Vista Gold, they ought to remember just a couple of things. First of all, that we enjoy tremendous torque, tremendous leverage to the gold price. Second, that the project that we've been working on for so long, because of the time that we've had and the permits that we've received and all the engineering, there's low risk. I mean, there's very, very little that could go wrong with the project. We've most of the engineering is at feasibility study standards. The permitting is almost all in hand. Second or third is location. Where it is, the size of the project, the cost structure of the project. And then last of all is the point that you brought up. It's partner ready, which really means low dilution for shareholders, because we're not going to go out and build this ourselves. Our plan is to find a partner. And while those plans have been slowed down a little bit with the COVID-19 pandemic going on globally and the restrictions in travel, we're still moving forward, and we're signing confidentiality agreements, and we're working with people to help them understand the project and get to know them, with the idea that we're looking for a partner who will buy into the project, most likely be the senior partner, we'll be the junior partner, but we hope to be in a position where ultimately at the end of the day, we're the owner of 40% of a project without having to cough up much money or to go out to the market to raise money in order to fund our part.
Yeah. Well, it's been incredible what you've done in, even, last decade for sure. Especially when you're talking about never diluting, hardly ever diluting your shareholders. It's pretty amazing, Fred. Listen, man, it's always a pleasure. Love the update, love the education, and can't wait to have you back, Fred.
Thanks, Tom.
Have
a great afternoon.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. That's Vista Gold, folks, the president and CEO, Mr. Fred Ernest. Vista trades in the New York Stock Exchange at VGZ. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now trading down 68. NASDAQ is up 88. S&P is off 2.5. And so this is going to get pretty interesting. The Supreme Court just refused, folks, to lift the Pennsylvania governor's shutdown order. This order, that what had happened is that the state of Pennsylvania he had ordered, basically all non-life sustaining businesses closed in March. There's a bunch of businesses that actually took them to first the Supreme Court of the state of Pennsylvania, and the federal Supreme Court just came out saying this is the first case into the Supreme Court. Bottom line, and there was no dissents. Okay, so this is going to be. It looks to me like this is states' rights, and the Supreme Court basically is saying, hey, guess what? what? The governors do have that type of power because they are not lifting that shutdown order. So we'll see where and how the rest of this is going to go. But that puts a quash pretty quickly on the aspect of who is in charge. And I suspect that's going to be all about states' rights. Let's go to Robert in Texas. Hey, Robert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I've got a couple of stocks for you to ask about. Sandstorm Gold, SAND.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
And then Equinox Gold, EQX.
Okay, so Sandstorm, we take a look at Sandstorm. This is a streamer, folks, okay? It's a small streamer. The low's 332, the high's 847. And let's see what they're doing out here. So they're taking in $23 million a quarter, $104 million for the year. You get a nice expansion here. So we went from 332 to 819. Let's put this on. Oh, interesting, and it broke the consolidation too. Yeah, you get action here, man. This is another one that broke the consolidation that's been on since 2013. So you broke the 675. Yeah, I mean, what has happened here, Robert, is that once you break that consolidation, you get action, and this is saying you get action all the way up to 1542, man. So, you know, I know this is a highly volatile stock. You probably have been in this for a while, and you know that. But the way this is feeding out, that's saying that is game. Equinox, let's EQX, right? Is it EQX, I think? Yeah, so Equinox. Okay, this, where are you? There we go. Okay, so the low is 510, the high is 1354. They have projects. Okay, yeah, this is a big number, right? 1.2 billion. What did this company take over other companies? Do you know?
Yeah, it merged with Leogold just recently and a couple other companies.
Okay.
It's headed by Ross Beatty.
Okay, so let's take a look. This one here, you get volume 1273. Okay, 1246. This one here, okay, this could be this is going to have to build some more cars. The differential, you see this differential here? You know, now all these equities in the whole marketplace really has them. The gold equities have been the first to basically take off topside in a big way. This one here, I suspect, is first you're going to probably bounce around back to 1050, 1080. Because you get volume dying on the vine coming up here. And it's been quite a run. I mean, you just ran from 657 up to this 1246. You know what I'm saying? So I think this one's going to take more in order to get to the higher price versus Sandstorm. That's how that's kind of shaken out.
I think you've got the Canadian EQX up there.
Okay, here.
Right?
Let me see.
There's a U.S. New York Stock Exchange EQX.
EQX.
It's got more volume, generally speaking.
Okay, that's. Yeah, it's the same thing. No, see what I mean, I get the American one up for sure right now. Like, you can see the contraction. Like, you know, last week we did, you know, 8.3. But now, what happens with this is that you never can keep doing more volume and more volume and more volume. It's impossible, okay? So this is really a normal situation that you've done a huge run on the way up. I mean, it's already up 100%, right? Yeah, it's up just about 100%, 89% or something from the lows. So most of the time when this happens, right, what you have to do is you have to build cause, and building causes, setting up a consolidation, going sideways, drive you crazy, going up, down, up, down, up, down, probably within a couple points, though, nothing heavy, right? Then it's a time issue in order to get up and over that high. That's how that kind of shakes out.
Okay.
Cooking, brother. Much. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And what does happen, the first one I brought up is Sandstorm, folks. And what happens is that what's really cool about something like that is that then you go over to the other streamers. Franco-Nevada is the strongest gold equity there is, trading at all-time highs right now, $141. That's a streamer. Royal Gold, these are the two big streamers. Royal Gold got hit hard Bottom line, this came all the way back. Pretty amazing, actually. Royal Gold in March was at $59, and we are at $127 right now. And the bottom line is that this baby is going for its all-time high at that 138. So I've been bullish gold for a while. There's no two ways about that. When you take a look at the aspect of where gold is right now versus where we were in 2011 versus the amount of dollars that are going to be printed and done digitally, I think it's undervalued. Let's put it that way. Because what does end up happening is this. This is what you want to wrap your head around for a second. When we're trading right now at $1,691 US dollars, the ounce of gold. It takes, folks, a great gold mine. And next time I got to get into this with Fred, because I should have kept him on for 2 or 3 segments, really, just to really learn more about the amount of dirt that comes out versus the amount of gold that comes out. A great gold mine needs 10 tons of dirt, 10 tons, okay, for 1 ounce of gold. So when you start looking at a valuation, it's pretty amazing, no doubt. S&Ps, let's go take a look at the S&Ps. S&Ps have been teetering all day long. Bottom line is that they just broke, and they just broke with some volume. If you want to see about building cars, in fact, if you went to my workshop last week, you're going to see, you pick up in a second that this was building cause, because each and every time that we were getting down today, we were in a very small, we were in a tight consolidation. You were in a 4-point consolidation on the S&P, which is a monster, meaning that's very unusual. That you could see every time you came down to the bottom of the consolidation, you had volume that was expanding. Well, the bottom line is that, let's see, how much we're into this. We're into this bar by 8 minutes, and now you just had a big expansion. Right now, you've done 40,000 contracts, where the last lows out here were 25,000 contracts. The first one this morning was the 40,000. That's what we had just broken, okay? And you're teetering right at that particular point right now, meaning the 28.47. When we had started the program, we had talked about the 220 plus 0.4. That is the number. And you can see on a very subtle basis, we're at 219.57 right now. This is going to set up another failure on price, failure on volume inside these markets. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We have the Dow down 133. NASDAQ is off. NASDAQ is up 64. S&Ps are down 10. We'll come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in a tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 165. We get the Nasdaq up 59, 53 rather. S&Ps are up 15. And what we just did also have, folks, is that this is California just reported its largest one-day jump in cases, adding 2,600 cases. Deaths rose to 95. Big numbers, sad numbers. What is really intriguing out here, and this is a monster number, and we're all trying to figure this out, no doubt, as to on our main streets, folks, okay, you know, we know that the aspect of merchants everywhere are getting hurt. The real question is going to be how many are going to reopen, and then how many are not going to be able to make it. Well, they just, this number here, they just finished a survey. Now, they surveyed 375 firms. This survey took place 2 weeks ago, April 15th to the 21st. It was done by the Society for Human Resource Management. This number, man, is a sick number, is a bad number. The survey, which was conducted at 375 firms, 52% of them expected that they would not be in business 6 months from now. So that's pretty intense. I'm hoping that they're just being a little negative in that aspect. Meaning, but these are the people that actually own the businesses. What they thought is that when we're coming into it, let's see. Just over a third of the firms expect that they will continue to operate more than 6 months, while 14% were uncertain. 1/4 of the firms had seen revenues rise or remain unchanged in the recent months. Now, what's pretty intense about that, so picture this. It looks like when you're taking a look at that survey that 25% of the firms actually weren't affected out of that 375. And then it's the aspect almost that, okay, if they weren't affected, then we're talking about more than half feel that in the first 6 months there's going to be some trouble in paradise. And I guess you know, I can see that, because what you do have, there's no doubt, is that you know, the first 3 or 4 months you're going to give it a shot. There's no two ways about that. The real question is how many people are going to be basically coming to you, how much business can you do, and what are the expense ratios. They're all in game now. Let's go over and take a look at the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials out here today. You have Boeing is the leader on the way down, putting 23 negative points. Travel is 21. Procter & Gamble 17. Adding positive points, Apple. Apple is putting 28 positive points. Microsoft's putting 12, and Nike's putting 9. Let's go look at Microsoft. So Microsoft, folks, the reason if you're trading the NDX 100 or even the market in general, you should be looking at Microsoft. The reason being is this. Microsoft has been the strongest stock before COVID-19 came in, still is the strongest stock, one of the strongest stocks inside the NDX 100. So what ends up happening is that, you know, Microsoft from the March lows has just gone from $132 to $182. We know their business plan is huge. That being said, you can see yesterday and today it's failing to hold price, as well as a huge contraction of volume as it's going to higher price. So what happens here is this, is that if you can look at the strongest stock and the strongest stock can't hold price, that is telling you a huge amount about the marketplace in general. What Microsoft had done yesterday, it took out its swing high. The swing high that we're talking about is $180. That swing high had volume of 20 million. Yesterday, we took it out with 10 million. We stayed above it. Today, folks, you get 5.6 million. Let me tell you something. When you get contractions of volume, this dramatic, folks, okay, Microsoft is going to go back into that range and more than likely make a gun for 166. 166 is the bottom of the small consolidation that it broke out of. So it's a big heads up. There's no doubt about that. Let's go to the monster inside the NDX 100, which is Amazon. So Amazon, same setup. And this is where you can start getting some harmony inside of the marketplace. What we had yesterday, the bottom line, Amazon came down with 9.7 million shares. Yesterday, we go up with 3.2. And today, folks, we're at 2.7. So you can see that when you start getting some consistencies like this, it gives you a higher probability of speculating where, number one, the equities are going to go. Number two, I just did that exercise to show you that if you take some of the strongest stocks, particularly when we have a sideways day out here today, which we had, then you start getting a pullback. The price and volume failure inside the NDX 100 is going to be very subtle. And I can tell you from experience, I like them much better when they're subtle. Why? Because the market doesn't seem to pick up on them as much. That's the real bottom line. Because when you do a failure on price and a failure on volume, and you start talking about just pennies, but both the volume as well as the price has failed, those are the ones that I've seen that you can really get some downdraft going inside of the marketplace. Because when you're going sideways and you're at highs, which we're at, the bottom line is that we know, listen, which way is going to bust. We all have an opinion which way is going to bust. What I do with the price and volume is say, okay, where are you pushing? Are you pushing higher with volume? Are you pushing lower with volume? What we know happened intraday out here, both inside of the S&P futures as well as the NASDAQ futures, is that that if you're watching Target TV right now, what you're going to see is that the NASDAQ futures as well as the S&P futures, bottom line, have the volume to the downside. So the NDX, when we're coming into the close out here, we can basically get down about another 60 points and finish flat in 10 minutes. I know that sounds bizarre, but guess what? This is sticking out like a sore thumb from 10 o'clock this morning, which is 89.35. And right now you're at 89.75. Go back over to the S&Ps again for a second and just take a look at them. The S&Ps, I believe this already broke. Yeah, this broke pretty good. Yeah, we broke pretty good here. So, yeah, 28.47 was the number. You're $5 underneath that. Now, with that sets up, and the S&Ps is set up to 28.35. I think I was talking about 28.35 yesterday too. So 28.35 is game coming into the close also, and right now you're at 28.41. What 28.35 is, folks, was the downdraft that we had on Friday. That's when, just at the very end of the day, the bottom line, it gave up a few points. Friday was a decent day on the way up. But that is a high-volume downdraft. It has some good volume there. And what tends to happen is that when you break one level, it wants to go to that next level. And right now, we're at that 28.41, 28.35 is game. That's how this baby's set up. So we'll see how this baby is going to shake out. Dow Industrials right now are down 190. NASDAQ is up 46. S&Ps are off 16.5. And you do got and I suspect we're going to get a little expansion of price on the way down in these next 10 minutes. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 175. We get the Nasdaq up 57. S&Ps are off 14. Let's go over to the Dow and we take a look at the Dow Industrials here and see the way this setup is. So Dow Industrials. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There could be a small ABC down. So Dow has been the weak link for quite some time, folks. Still the weak link. The high of last week was 24,700. You're 1,000 points off of that in 5 trading days. You know, these numbers, folks, they're large numbers, and we're so used to the market going up and down 300, 400, 500 points. I was surprised right when I just look at this. You're off 1,050 points from 5 days ago. Now, what you have here is that the B point of the small ABC down would be 23,361. You break that, and that's going to get you somewhere down into that 22,000 area. We go back to the strongest indice now, which is the composite. Composite's still laying up there. You know, the high in the composite, which was generated out here at 89.57. We got to 89.33 today, and you're still kind of, you're definitely laying out here at 88.66. Differential for sure. The SPY and the NDX 100. The SPY, bottom line, you're down to $1.49. This is a failure on price, failure on volume. And as we started, this is the biggest one to look at for sure, is the Qs, okay? The number in the Qs for the failure was 220.04. We started out, we were basically at 220, 14, 15 when I started the program. We're at 219.29 right now. You've done 33 million shares. Bottom line is that, you're going into 43 million shares. That is going to be a failure on price, a failure on volume. And what that does set up, folks, is that sets up a run into lower price, and then we'll see that run into lower price if, in fact, we get an expansion of volume. Notes and bonds are something to watch in a big way. That was the first day that we get the note and bond. Yields higher, price lower, volume expanded. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it. Take ownership of it and fly with it. Everything we need is inside us. You might as well have a blast with it, folks. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning. Tommy kicks us off 8:30. Great show.